What's up,
Oh yeah.
everyone? How you doing? Welcome to another edition of Hanging with Old Lou. I am your host. Uh, my name is Dorothy, and we just survived a tornado. If you could see outside, uh, we had a, we had a tornado last night, and apparently not that big of a deal for us Midwestern folks. But my oldest freaked the fuck out, and the wife and I were watching the UFC fights and got a little bit liquored, and so we just yelled out the
Hammer.
wind with like
Did you go get
golf.
the kite? Did you get yourself a kite?
Oh no, uh, I don't think I could have found it in my state, but I went outside in the front yard and just got pelted with golf ball size raindrops. Like it's
Oh
so
damn.
big that they would knock a small child over. The wind's howling, the sirens are going. Anyway, I'm alive. Hope you are too. Lou, what's new? What's good?
I just see your drunk ass out there screaming at the world, at the Lord.
Oh, you know how I
Oh,
do
you
it.
got you
Ah! Ah.
and then years later, your son's recounting it in therapy.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I wonder which part, because now they're at the age where they're going to remember shit, but they're going to remember it in a weird
Oh,
way. You know,
bruh,
like there's going
you,
to be
you have
this.
no idea yet.
Dad, remember that time that? And it's like, well, did that really happen like that?
Yes. Oh,
Nah,
bro,
that
bro,
doesn't
it'll be
sound
in the
like
middle
me.
of church service. They're gonna do it in the middle of church service, real loud. Hey, Dad, you remember when you were out there fucking that goat? Wait, what? You're like, you were awake? Wait, no, wait, no, no. You sure that wasn't your mother? I've never touched a goat in my life, son. I don't know. I could have been your mother. What are you
uh,
thinking about? Yeah. I mean, my
well,
kids do that to me all the time. Hey, Dad, I remember when this was bothering me, Bill. And you kids came in and just said, "Who, buck the fuck up, walk on, everything's gonna be okay." Fuck it, two tears in the butt. I'm like looking at him like, wait a minute. I mean, it sounds like me, but is that a little bit more consoling than that?
survey says no. Well, speaking of mothers, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and all the motherfuckers
Oh
out
yeah,
there. Uh, it's your day
thank you,
as
thank
well.
you.
Well,
Is it?
I don't know. I mean, probably not. It was your day
Yeah, I was about to
yesterday.
say because we get on all the single mothers that try to take over Father's Day, so we gotta
Wait, who's trying to
we
take
can't
over
let the
Father's Day?
fathers take. Say again.
Who's trying to take over Father's Day?
Some of those single mothers, they'll be like, "Oh, well, my baby's daddy ain't around, so I'm the father. It's Father's Day for me too." You're like, "Yeah, but you just had Mother's Day, Fuck it, hey,
uh,
motherfucker ain't around. Hey,
it's like
oh, now you
Tupac.
transgendering it for Father's Day."
It's like Tupac said, "Ain't no woman can teach a boy to be a man."
No, that's true. That's true.
And
I
if
mean, even my
Tupac said
mother
it,
would
you
say
know it's
something
true.
like that, but yeah, my mother would always say something like that. She's like, I can teach you what I like about a man, but I can't teach you what every other, or how to do this. She's like, that's
Don't work like that.
you're like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Because yeah, I can't teach a young lady how to be a young lady or whatever. Then hey, I can't teach any of that. I just tell you I don't want my daughters to be a hoe, so I just tell them don't do anything.
Don't be a hoe.
Don't be a hoe. Hey,
I
hey.
was
But then again, hey, what's the definition of a hoe nowadays? I mean, come on now. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with going around and enjoying your life a little bit, right?
no, nothing wrong. You know, what is uh who was it? Uh shit. Was it Ghetto Boys? Gotta let a hoe be a hoe. was that was that Ghetto Boys?
Shit, that's Ghetto Boys. That's every young man. That's every old man, wise man's advice to a
Yeah,
young man.
Ghetto Boys. Let a hoe be a hoe.
Sometimes you
Man.
just gotta let a hoe be a hoe. Goddamn it, shit. Ain't no sense in tying that hoe down. Just go do what you want to do with that hoe and move on. I mean, that's what she's doing too. You dirty dick motherfuckers, yeah. Because we know guys can be hoes too.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. Oh, spread your
And,
wild oats.
and I say that to women too. Just have, yeah. And everybody's like, well, you
Just,
got daughters that are, yeah, well, them too, goddamn it. I don't know what to tell you, goddamn shit. I
just thing one
just don't
and
want to hear.
thing two. Don't get pregnant. Don't get addicted to drugs.
Yeah,
That's those are the two main obstacles in your
that's
life.
that's about it. That's about it. That's all you got to ask for. It's just like before they were born. Everybody's like, "Do you want a boy or a girl?" I'm like, "I just want them healthy. I just want them healthy." That's just because I saw my parents worked at Shriners. Everybody, so I knew what could happen with birth defects and all that. So I say, "Hey, I don't care. I just want healthy. So, I just want
Ten
healthy, and I
fingers,
really
ten
fucking meant
toes.
it." Yeah,
10
yeah.
fingers, 10
All
toes.
bullshit aside, people could say that's mean and this and that. I was like, yeah, you know how much work that shit is. Okay, I love them, but I mean, that's and then as they get older, like now that's your second thing. You just all right. I just stay off drugs, don't get pregnant until you're ready, but don't get pregnant. Hey, boom, go enjoy
You know,
yourself.
now looking back on it, it's like probably the two easiest things to avoid in your life. It's not like
Oh
they're growing up in Ukraine where they gotta avoid Russian tanks and bombs falling out of the sky. No,
yes,
just
no, no.
just wear a condom and don't get addicted to drugs. It's pretty
Yeah,
easy
don't get
to
addicted.
do those two things.
Don't. Yeah, don't get addicted. That's all we ask. That's it. I mean, I'm not gonna advocate you not to do it, not to try it, not to do it. Everything. Hey, hey, go be you. Enjoy yourself. Dibble and dabble in life, but just don't get addicted. you know, Too much of a good thing is bad for you, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not
Too
saying drugs is good for you. I'm just saying the way it makes you feel.
too much of anything is bad for you. Too much
That's
of
true.
anything.
That's
Oh,
anything.
just ask
You
my
need to
wife
too
who's
much.
hurting on the couch right now, watching Pirates
On
of the
Mother's
Caribbean
Day.
at volume 75. I went down there. I was like, no wonder you have a headache. It's too loud.
And the boys are down there watching too, huh?
One of them's playing the Switch. The other one's on an iPad playing the Harry Potter
Oh,
fucking game.
okay. Well, at least they're all around the mother. That's good. It's Mother's Day. Go
Oh
enjoy
yeah.
yourself.
There's the thing. I don't. You know. So the kids were born. It's not like they even grew up, but they were born in their first formative years in a tiny ass apartment in San Francisco, which means that they're always up your ass. You can't
Yep.
walk away in an 850 square foot
No,
apartment. You can't.
no, no, no. They were
So
handing
and
you
so
the toilet paper to wipe your ass. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and so now we've got 35 whatever thousand square feet of house. We got 3 floors, 3 bathrooms. We got three of everything. We got Noah beat like a motherfucker, and they're still up
Damn.
your ass. Like you're in the shower, they're coming in, they got to go poop. We've got two other
Yep.
bathrooms, motherfuckers. We got two
Exactly.
other bathrooms on two other floors. Please go use one of those. I just had
Yeah.
to go real bad. I heard you come up the
You walked
stairs.
up here
You passed by a bathroom to get to this bathroom.
and 3 potted plants you couldn't shit in. What the fuck?
oh,
No.
oh man.
Oh,
Oop, the police are here.
oh, oh. They're right out front for you. What'd you do?
Uh, Probably any number of things.
Oh, yeah. Like, oh, yeah. You too? Yay. Police are here.
Ah,
I'm going to keep going with the show. Fuck them.
yeah.
Today's guest, South Dakota Aberdeen Police Department. Come on in.
I know.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Oh, I know.
Well, I don't know. One time before one of our podcasts, I came up here and I was messing around with the phone holder. And on
Right?
an iPhone, if you clamp down on the volume down button and the power button, it automatically dials 911 for you. And so
No, I did not know that.
I put the phone in the clip, and I was sitting here, and I got up, walked into the bathroom, do something, came out with some bud and probably the vape, sit down, and it's like, hello, 911, what's your emergency? And I was like, my phone mistakenly called. I'm so sorry. Okay. Do you have an
Yep.
iPhone? Yeah, I do. Okay. Click. 2 seconds later,
Oh,
this is Aberdeen Police
oh,
Department. I have to do a wellness
yeah.
check. And I'm just like,
Yep.
I just misdialed the phone. All
Nope.
right, well, I'm going to be coming up to your house in like 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh my God. Yes, officer. No,
Yeah.
yes, it's my phone. Yeah. Okay. Ha ha ha. Hang up the phone. 2 seconds later, Aberdeen Sheriff's Department. And I'm just like, stop
Government,
calling me. I've already talked to everybody. Everything's okay.
leave me the fuck
I
alone.
know it's a slow Sunday, but I swear.
That shit's hilarious. They probably get off the phone. Please send 2 units out there. Seems
Hey,
hostile, like there's something going on there. Please just go in there.
let's roll in hot canine unit.
Yeah, I got exactly. I got a buddy of mine. He's a person of color and all that. So things are going on at his house. Things have happened. So he's telling me the story. He's sitting there. He's like, yeah. So things happen with his daughter. So his daughter comes up to him, and it's like, he says it's like 10 o'clock, 10 to 9 at night, right, on a fucking Sunday, right? And I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He's telling me the story. He's like, yeah. So my daughter walks up to me, and she's like, the police are coming, you know, and and then kind of like because there's things that are going on, so she had to do police reports and all this shit. So anyway, and she's 18, so the cops are talking right to her, right, and they're living at
Yeah.
the guy's house, living at the so. So she just comes in and says, yeah, the cops are coming by, and it kind of casually starts to walk out. And he's like, wait, what the fuck do you mean the cops? like, you're like, wait, the fuck? Okay, wait. I know what's going on, but what? Oh no, nothing. They just had to come over and ask some more follow-up questions. And like, what kind of questions did you ask him? No, they're on their way. Wait, they're and we're here in California, so pot, he's smoking bowls, but he's sitting there, he's like, you didn't ask them why the fuck, trying to think like, and then, so then he asks his daughter, did you do something, did you go out, da 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 da? Like, she's like, no, looking at him all crazy and mad, right? And his wife, and he said, he says his wife comes over and she's like asking why he's getting all like, he's like, look, I'm a man of color. It's fucking 9 o'clock at night. The cops are coming over to my house for like, no, I don't know why. I didn't do nothing. Did somebody say I did something because of the situation? You're like, you going through your fucking mind. You're like, what the fuck? And he says, nobody in the house is really understanding where he's coming from. Like, he's just like,
What?
I had to go over and give him a hug. Like, hey, man, I got you, man. I know what it's up. I understand, man. I know. You're like, wait, what the fuck? The cops are just, wait, what? Like, and he said he felt on one hand, it felt like a betrayal, because you just sit
Yeah.
there and then, cops come by and you start to walk out and you're like, wait a minute, what? Wait, what the fuck you do? What? Yeah, I'm just howling listening to him. And he's like, and the thing about it is the child's 18, so, he can't really like intervene, like, in the situation.
Yeah.
So he's just sitting there looking like, what the fuck? Turns out that they came over to do a pitcher lineup, So that was pretty interesting for him to tell tell me all about it because I'm laughing, but you know how the TV sets shit up, and
Oh
you're
yeah.
like, hey, ain't you supposed to be looking at mug books downtown? not not at fucking 9 o'clock at night, like
On a fucking Sunday.
yeah. And then he said he's looking out the window, and he's like, there's 3 cops out there, and then I automatically said, 3 cops, what the fuck you do? He's like, I didn't. That's the whole thing. And I turned to everybody in the house. I'm like, there's 3 cops out there. How many questions? Like, like what the fuck? Because nobody knew what was happening. So it was just funny because
Oh my
afterwards
God.
everybody's telling him you had nothing to worry about. Da, 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 da. And he's just like sitting there looking around. And I looked at him. I'm like, I got you, bro. I know. I know.
Right.
I, I know, man. Hey, and you try to tell people, you're like, first of all, a man of color does not willingly always invite the cops into the house.
Right. No,
No,
no
and
sane
he's like,
person does.
right. It
Don't,
just
don't,
really 3 seconds, like, it's
no.
okay. And
Here,
then when
hold
they,
up one
and
second.
then,
I'm going to get a cup of coffee.
uh-huh.
So keep talking. I'm going to go grab
Oh
a
yeah,
cup of
yeah.
coffee.
Oh yeah. And then he was saying, excuse me, he was saying that even the first time when they had to come to the house to fill out a report and shit, he was like, the daughter called them, all that. So they knew they were coming. They knew what house, everybody knew. And he said they still banged on the door like
Of
they were
course they did.
surfing a fucking warrant. Like he's sitting there and you just hear like, he said if they hit it any harder both times, like they would have burst down the fucking door. It's like he said he went to open the door. It was like looking at the motherfucker like, I knew you were coming. Why the fuck did you like really, like there's nothing for me to get rid of. Pot's legal now.
Well, it's just that I guarantee you it was like one cop looks to the other cop, hey, watch this. Bang, 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 bang.
Probably. Because he said, because even the second time when they came there, he saw like they looked at each like he was like, look, they're in the front. They could see we looked at each other. Da, da, da. I was waiting for him to get up there. I'm a bang, 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 bang.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, and you just looking at him like, hi, bro. Okay, all right. And he's just laughing and he's telling about, like one dude's doing it, kind of like doing it in the county that they were in, but he was used to doing it in another county. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
hilarious watching these guys work. And then you always have that one cop that he said was just, just kind of, brash and just like, oh yeah, da, 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 he's
Yep.
just coming in and just, and I was just like, yeah, you're going to have them motherfuckers. You are.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there and he says, you're looking around and he goes, but you can see them, they're looking around.
Right. Of course they are. What you got?
And
What
he's
you
like,
got?
well,
What you got? What you got?
exactly. It's like, I'm not a bad person. I don't have anything. He goes, but I'm sitting there starting to wonder, do I have a bag of crystal meth out or, just some cocaine over there? Is there, like what could pop up? Is my computer on? Did somebody accidentally throws child porn on it? What?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm like looking at at him like, dude, what are you just? He's like, dude, cops are in my fucking house, man. It just makes me start to think. And I'm like, but you didn't do anything wrong. I mean, he's like the first person that will call the police when shit's happening. Like, oh shit, that motherfucker breaking in over there. Fuck that shit. Hello, 911. Oh yeah, really. Yep. And he's just like, yeah, but they were in my house, motherfucker. They're just there.
You just get all paranoid and start confessing the shit.
Yeah, I was the second gunman on the grassy knoll.
Yes, when I was at CVS, my 3-year-old did throw in a pack of gum into the shopping cart, and I walked out with it. I didn't know it until I got in the parking lot, and then I found it, and then I just said, fuck it, and I know that was wrong.
But I know, I just, I had to take a poop real bad. It was an accident. Oh,
That happened to
yeah.
me this past week. I went to
Oh no.
uh, the home store, whatever, the home improvement store. And
Right.
my youngest, so I was building that thing for my wife, this nice uh, trellis planter box, and my youngest wanted like this stupid ass plastic watering can. He's like, I
Yeah.
want it, and it was like $2, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not dying on this hill. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And so then he started
Yeah.
putting things in it. Like he put like a pack of like, you know,
Bubble
uh,
gum or something.
no,
Seeds.
no, even weirder than that. He put a pack of 1.25 inch wood screws into it. He put, yeah, there might have been some seeds in there and a couple of other things. And we walk out and we're loading everything into the truck. And then I pick up the watering can and it's just like, what is in here? And I'm like dumping all the stuff out. And then I look at the receipt and I'm like, shit, they didn't charge us for any of this stuff. It's probably like
Ah,
maybe $6 worth of stuff, just like
right.
random shit. And I was just like, I'm not going back in. They should
Yeah,
have
you
looked.
just almost you kiss it up to the gods. Say, all right, God damn it.
Yeah.
Get me back on the backside. It wasn't me.
Yep.
Bad child. Bad child. Okay. I ain't got time to deal with the
The
bullshit.
shit that you fucking buy for kids, and then as soon
Mm,
as it gets home, it doesn't even make it out of the car, and they've already forgotten
nope.
about it. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
even make it
Mm-hmm.
out of the fucking garage. This
Nope.
watering can is still sitting where I picked it up out of the truck, put it down
Mm-hmm.
by where I had the hose and all that. And by the way, what fucking racket are hoses? A hose is
Mm.
$80, and fuck, they
Yeah.
break like a fucking immediately. I just
Yeah.
plugged it in from, it was all fine, put it away in the fall, drained all the water out of it, all that shit. Hooked it up
Yeah.
to the sprinkler. Boom, it's just a stream just flowing out in the yard. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with the sprinkler? It's like hardly any water coming out of it. Take all 70 feet of the hose, and there's like a
Oh.
fucking, like some fat ass motherfucker just had a heart attack and one of his aortas just exploded. That's what my hose is. And they're like,
Oh, shit.
take it back to the home store. And they're like, do you have a receipt? I'm like, no. Where else did I buy this fucking thing from? You've got a whole display of
Yeah.
these things right there.
Yeah,
We need a receipt.
exactly.
Just give me store credit. We need a receipt. Oh, go fuck yourselves.
Oh. They probably run into that shit all the time with them motherfuckers because that shit be breaking down
I
like that
can't
all the
I
time.
can't believe how expensive they are. I'm not shitting you. They're like $70
Yeah,
for 100
yeah,
foot.
they are.
$70 for a hose that doesn't even last
And
a few months.
yeah, and then they got the ones that are fire hose that are fire hose fabric or whatever. So they're
That's what
not
this
supposed to
one
break. They're
is.
supposed to be.
That's
That's what
what
I'm
this
just gonna
is.
say. They say that, but it just rips open like you said, like an aorta.
I just, it's the second hose of the same brand that I bought, and the first hose didn't even
Well,
last a month. This hose didn't survive
damn.
just sitting in the fucking garage. Put it away
What?
last fall. It was totally fine. Bring it out this spring. Boom. It's fucked up.
Boom.
And it's like, are you fucking serious?
And
$70.
no receipt, no nothing. Damn.
They're like, well, it's not in the box. No shit, it's not in the fucking box.
What the fuck? What? Did I just not explain to you that?
Holy shit. Oh,
Yeah,
today.
and they keep doing that too.
Oh, fuck.
That's when you gotta after they keep doing the shit like that, acting like that. You're like, hey, by the way, here's a free one-time lesson at this demo.
And And I'm glad my kid stole 1 1/4 inch wood screws. Fuck you.
Exactly.
Oh
How you
shit.
can say that? That's what you got. All right, you got $68 more to go. God damn
I
it,
know.
shit, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
You're all shit.
yeah. Just try stuffing some stuff in your pockets next time.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you got. God damn it, shit.
Oh
Let me show
shit.
you another way. Let
Fuck.
me show you the old shillelagh down the pants.
It's
Oh,
today is the first hot day of the year. Like it's
right.
been nice, like in like the 40s, right? And maybe
Right.
50s. But today's the first
You and I
hot
have a
day.
different description of night.
Hey man,
Mm-hmm.
when it's negative 20, 40 degrees
Mm,
feels like you're in the fucking Bahamas.
mm.
you
Oh,
know? Like there's a different version of like what's nice weather when you can touch negative 20.
that's a different version. When weather
Like,
actually changes.
and it's humid as fuck today. It is so humid,
Oh,
because it
bugs are out.
tornado last night. Well, luckily,
Oh, yeah.
we have about a week before the flies get and mosquitoes and all that shit and
Oh,
gnats,
okay.
horse flies and whatever. Fuck these horse
Oh,
flies here, dude. These horse flies are a
yeah.
motherfucker. These
Well, I bet. Yeah.
motherfuckers, they just swarm on your shit and they just bite you because they can. Like they
Can.
don't even
Yes.
like. What did I do to you? Nothing. I was just
Yeah.
standing here and you bit my ankle, and it doesn't feel pleasant. But we got about a
It,
week. We got probably about a week before like uh, the flies really come. Like you see some early adopter flies that like like
right.
your ass is gonna freeze to death in 2 days, but you
Yeah.
know, but you know, oh dude, it's so fucking humid today. It's just a day
Mm,
of really what I want to do is just have a couple of cold ones, sit
uh,
outside. But
yes.
dude, I got so much
Yeah.
fucking yard work to do. It's if I don't do it now,
Oh,
by the middle of the next week, it's going to be so overwhelming that I'm going to be the house where it's just like, is there a house back there or is it just weeds? Just like old tires and a Pontiac Grand Am are going to pop up in the
oh, shit.
yard with the hood up.
Pontiac Grand Am. That's
Oh,
good. 89, 88 one. Oh,
oh,
I
you
took
know,
that to the prom.
it's rusted to shit. It's 4 different colors. the, the passenger side window won't roll down.
It's got bullet
uh,
holes.
soon enough, yeah.
An arrow in the seat.
A mouse lives in the transmission.
I was just going to say a family of mice in the engine. In the engine. And
oh,
you got possums in the trunk.
oh my God.
Oh,
Oh
damn.
shit.
Oh,
Well,
childhood memory.
yeah. Ours was a Chevy Celebrity and a
Oh,
Ford,
God.
a blue Ford Granada with blue velour
Oh,
seats.
oh, nasty.
Oh, and a 1978 tan.
Bonneville.
No,
What?
no, it's better than that. No, my grandpa did have a Bonneville that was sparkle paint. Before sparkle paint
Oh,
was cool, he had
right,
a
right. I remember those.
maroon sparkle paint Bonneville, which
Well,
was the
yes,
shit. The
big ass.
shit.
Yes, yes. We had a blue one. Yes, yes. You could just stand up and walk
We just
across the back seat.
I remember my grandpa came home with this motherfucking car, and we all came out of the house and we are just looking at him like, What in the fuck? Who
It's sparkle.
kidnapped Grand? Oh, my Uncle Dave said, "Who kidnapped Grandpa and traded him with a fucking pimp?" And we were looking at him because that's the only people that drove sparkle paint cars in the fucking 80s were pimps and
Yeah,
my grandpa.
yes. He said, "And my grandpa." Well, there's something you want to know about. Tell you about your grandpa. we, when we said
Uh,
pimps, you just don't have to say "and grandpa." Your grandpa was
Pimps
a
and
pimp.
grandpa. Oh, dear God.
Yeah. Oh
But
shit! Can you hear that
anyway,
cat crying?
yeah, I'm going to tell
Yeah.
that cat I'm going to kill it.
All right,
Uh,
let me put this motherfucker out.
uh,
I know, motherfucking
the,
confetti.
the, the trifecta of the cars in the yard was a
Right?
1978 tan Toyota Celica GT.
Bro, that just came out. Oh, wait, hold on. Keep going. Hey, who's down there? And then just open the door. Oh, shit.
Uh,
Tan Celica?
Tan Celica
Damn.
GT. The GT. Not just your
Damn.
regular old ass Celica. No, this was the GT. So it
A
had the
GT.
spoiler. It was
I was going to
turbocharged.
say on the back window.
Yeah, yep. With the whatever they call them, the shit that they put in back windows to make it not see out of the back window.
Back window. Yeah, whatever the fuck it was.
Whatever that
I
shit
can't
was
see
called,
anything when I'm
that's what
backing
it
up.
was. Yeah. Why?
Exactly. You got to get
Why?
out and look for me.
I just run the dog over. It's okay.
Yeah, if he didn't get out the way, that was his fault.
Uh, how many
He signed his death warrant.
how many young children were run over while you know guys in members only jackets backing up into a parking
Oh,
space?
shit. I forgot about those member only jackets.
uh,
Oh, God. Now you're starting me to thinking of shitty clothes. Oh, members only.
uh,
Oh, shit. Jordache jeans. Oh. Or was it Sassoons?
oh yeah,
Oh, man. Everybody talks about those mom jeans, but boy, some of those jeans were all right.
man, those mom jeans are coming back. Those fucking
I know
80s
I've seen
mom
it. I don't like
jeans.
it.
What the fuck, young ladies? We already did
Oh,
that shit.
man, I
We
tell you.
already did that
Yes.
shit. There's a reason
And we
why
didn't
we
like
don't
it.
still do it. No,
Yeah.
no. But
Exactly.
no, but fuck, dude. I mean, that's what they're into. Those high,
Mm.
uh, what are they?
Oof.
High waisted, extra waisted.
I,
Like, let's not. We already did that.
yeah, I'm
Let's
saying
not
they're
do that
wasted
anymore.
pants. Don't do them. Don't bring them back.
Ooh.
Don't bring them back. Please don't. I don't want to see that. I don't like those pants. There's a
Uh,
commercial now where there's this young woman that has those on actually. And, I never pay attention, and then my wife was like, look at those pants. It's like mom jeans. This is just this. And I looked, and I was like, ah, shit, you ruined this whole shit for me. Now, whenever I hear that fucking commercial, all I see is these fucking pants, which just, they do look like the mom. I was like, oh, God damn it. You ruined it for me. But you're right. Some of these fashions that are coming back, you're like, oh, shit, they should stay gone. They should
yeah,
stay gone.
yeah.
you know, Truthfully, I do admit that they did do a lot better with, I guess they're not biking pants or shorts anymore, but those leggings and stuff that women wear, and they've come a long way from when back then. So now, I will say though that clothing attire has come a long way, and I'm very appreciative. Shall
Well,
I say?
remember back in the day when was it Lululemon? Was that the company they sold like that was their thing was like yoga leggings and they were like see through when they stretched. Do you remember that shit?
Oh, that
Like
was
all the
yeah, but
ladies in
that was a
San
couple of
Francisco.
years ago.
That was
Yeah.
like 10 years ago, bro.
Okay, 10 years. 10 years. Yeah, I
And then
remember
they had to
that.
put out a thing like, "Hey, our pants are see through. Actually, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry about that."
Sorry, not sorry.
Well, and then you like started noticing, oh, a lot of these ladies, they don't care that they're see through at all. They
I was
don't
just gonna
care.
say they didn't give a fuck. They did not, and I'll tell you, I did not either. I was right there with them. You go, girl. You wear what you want. It's your body.
Yeah. Well, when you do jujitsu, you see there's a trend. It started with guys wearing
Right.
as the smallest amount of clothing possible when you do no gi. So basically,
Mm.
it's like somebody in their drawers, no shirt, no
Oh,
nothing, and you're just like, no, dude. And now you see
you
ladies,
can't.
the same thing. It's like basically in their drawers, and you're just like, ah, are we really doing this?
Yeah. Like no.
Like,
Yeah.
like the drawers are basically see through, and you're wearing
Yes.
a sports bra, and you're just like, are we really doing this? Because
Yeah. This
I
is
can't.
making me feel uncomfortable. Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
when you
just
roll
alone,
with a
even with
dude that's all he's wearing is just underoos, and you're just like, this
yeah,
I need more clothes between me and you.
yeah,
Like, I gotta have more
really,
clothes. I'm sorry, I can't do
yeah.
this.
Something has to catch your ball sweat besides my thigh. Okay.
It's true. Oh man.
I mean,
Oh,
I know we close, and maybe every now and then something pushes up
ah.
against my cheek, but I need some cloth.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, some cloth that folds up a little. Okay.
Thick. It's got to have a thickness to it. Uh,
It's got to. I don't. Yeah. I mean, it's just. Yeah. Nowadays, with the way that people wear things and do things, it's just. Yeah. Even with the high school, because everybody knows I got girls, so that's all their friends are. Pretty much is girls. And you're sitting there like, okay, you know what? You got to tell them they can't come in here wearing shit like this. This isn't right. I don't like it.
I
That's
don't
why I
like
just sit up in my
it.
room. Thank you, thank you. I just sit up in my room, and just put my head down, like, okay, I keep my door shut so nobody can say. I mean, hell, one time, one of their friends, right? We're driving them, and then one kid was way in the back. So, what do you do when you let somebody out of the back like that? You get out of the car, right? You open up the back seat, let them crawl back out front, right? That's what normal people do, right? This
Yeah.
girl gets up and turns so her ass is right here, right? And just leaves it there and lets so they're coming out back. I don't even know that this is happening like that, right? So I turn off everything and I'm going to reach back because the motion is I turn off the car, reach back for my cane, which is behind me, and usually one of the girls is handing it to me, right? But I'm
Uh
figuring this person's going to be a regular person and get out of the fucking car, right? Thank God that I'm so conscious about anything about when I reach back when I got other people's kids in the car because I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to. And really, bro, I mean, it was like this close for just my hand just reaching back and just going right. I'm like, I even told her, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, that's not what. Get the fuck out the car
huh.
and
I'm
let them get the fuck back out.
not giving
Yes.
rides
I'm
anymore.
like, I'm not catching a case for this shit. And I do make a joke of it when I'm talking with them, like, hey, what the fuck? You can't be doing shit like that. The fuck wrong with you putting your ass up, like, just kind of like, didn't your parents ever teach, how to get the fuck out of a car?
There's a
You
there's
know,
a thing that I've come to realize that I never realized it before. Even after I had kids, and you start doing play dates and whatnot, meeting
yeah,
friends, parents, and all this shit. wasn't something until I realized just the last couple of years. It's like, my God, there's a lot of parents out there who are the anchor, the dead weight on the neck of their child. It's like, can you not teach a motherfucker a thing, just something that you've learned in your life? We were at
Yeah,
the kids. So school is almost out here. I'm pretty sure the same for California. We've got like
it's
a
getting there. Yeah.
2 weeks maybe, and
Okay,
so
we got maybe 3. Yeah.
uh, they, because of it's fucking South Dakota and it's cold most of the year, is they don't do a lot of school events. They do them at the very, very beginning of the year. So like in
Right.
August and September, and then they do them at the very,
September.
very
Yeah.
end of the year in like May, the end of April, May.
Now.
And
Hmm.
so we were there it's called track and field day or something. Basically, you got to watch your kid fucking throw a bean bag and run around the fucking playground. Um,
Nice.
it's the most boring fucking thing in the fucking world. And so there are all
Yes,
the
it
other
is. I know.
parents, all the other parents there. Um, well, a lot of parents will say. And there's
Right.
this motherfucker. He's the dad of a kid that's in my oldest kid's class. We're out
Mm.
on the playground, and then he just pulls out a vape pen and just starts hitting it on the playground where kids are running around. And I just looked at him and I was like, this is before I knew that he was a dad of another kid in my kid's class. And I was like,
Right.
hey, what are you doing? And he just looked at me like I was speaking fucking Mandarin. And I was like, this is a school. You don't smoke here. What are you doing? And he just looked at me like, what do you mean? Like,
What? Like
can you explain this to me? Because I don't understand why you're mad that I'm smoking on the playground at school,
ground.
at elementary
Right.
school,
Like,
where kids are running around.
oh,
And I was just like, he gave me that look like, I don't genuinely understand what you're telling me right now. And I was like,
oh,
you're smoking on the fucking playground.
yeah.
And then I just walked
You're
away.
smoking.
And then come to find out that he's the dad. This guy is, he's probably 23 years old, fat as fuck, totally just has nothing going on
Oh,
in his life. Like you
oh.
see, like this star has risen as far as it's going to go in the night sky. And then you're
There's
like,
no more
man, there's this
upward.
kid. He keeps fucking with this other kid, and then he's whining, and you're just like, man, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? And it's his kid, and you're just like,
Now you know.
oh no, you're fucked. You are
Yeah.
fucked, 7-year-old. You are
Uh,
so
uh,
fucked.
you're
Holy
like,
cow.
damn it.
Hopefully you figure some things out for yourself because you are fucked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, and then you start
Mm-hmm.
meeting other kids, and even kids, parents who your kid is friends with, and you're just like, oh no, 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 no. They're just like, I mean,
They're doing the
lobotomized.
same to you.
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure. The thing is,
You're like, look
the,
at this woke motherfucker.
the thing is that we are by far the oldest parents,
Ah.
in his grade, by far, by at least a dozen years. So we're talking the
Oh,
next
damn.
oldest are in their mid 30s. Like they're not even
Oh,
staring down
damn.
they're not even staring down 40. They're
Oh,
oldest.
Jesus.
And maybe they just look old because they probably are pre-diabetic and they're about 100 pounds overweight, and maybe they're just in their late 20s. Who knows?
Damn.
But the kids in Francis's class don't believe
Right.
him that his parents are almost 50. Like, they don't believe him. They're like, ha ha ha, you don't even know how old your parents are. That's impossible. My grandma isn't that old, one of the kids said.
Oh. Yeah, but Like, come on now. I mean, that, but see, that's the funny thing is, I guess that's just now reaching out there, I guess. I mean, that's some shit that we saw happening down all up in the hood and all that. That's why I'm like laughing, like, what? What? That's okay.
Oh,
My kids
it's hood
were
shit
always
for
told,
sure. It's hood
yeah,
shit for
yeah.
sure.
And my kids were always told this, though. See, but that's the difference between me and my old ass. And be like, even the teachers were like, it's so nice that your grandfather walks you to school each day. I'm like, grandfather, what the fuck? What teacher said that? God damn it!
It's so funny, And so it's Mother's Day today, and what do you get when your kids are young? You get the handprint flowers, right?
Macaroni. Yeah, yeah.
The macaroni necklaces, all that shit. And so they do a booklet. Both of the kids did a booklet all about my mom. And in the youngest kid, it's like my mom's favorite color is this. My mom, owns a cat, and whatever. And it's like my
Right.
mom is blank years old, and in my youngest, it says
100.
no, it's even better. It says 24. Like you have to double that and then add some more numbers on before you're accurate.
All of a sudden, we see this fucking frying pan behind you. Pow! Oh, El Capone metal style.
But we were
He
just
said, no, son. No. He's going to make a good husband.
He doesn't. No, the youngest doesn't want to ever get married because kissing girls is disgusting, according to him 2 or 3 weeks ago.
It is. It's nasty, disgusting.
According to him, the only girl that he wants to kiss is mom. Every other girl is disgusting. I'm like, all right, well,
yeah, it's disgusting. Kissing is disgusting. Yeah, you're like, yeah, it's hot, sweaty, and gross when it's done right. Yes.
Well, you know what's hilarious is your oldest child, on the desk behind me, in magic marker wrote, "Kissing is not for kids." Like a dozen years ago, she was in the office and she was like, "Kissing is not for kids," and she wrote it like 4 times all over the desk, and I'm like, in like kid graffiti style, so block letters.
People are like reading your desk, like looking at you, like, is there something you want to tell me, Josh? I mean, the right.
Oh no. Well, we're like 50. We are 50 minutes into this conversation, and we haven't talked at all about Dave Chappelle getting tackled on stage and Jamie Foxx's fucking sheriff's hat. Dude, did you see that video? Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock are telling jokes. Meanwhile, in the corner, they're circled up on this motherfucker, stomping on him. And then Dave Chappelle looks back and goes, "Take that motherfucker off stage and whoop his ass. Don't do it on stage.
Don't get on the camera
stage and whoop his ass."
That's exactly. That's something I would have said.
I'll tell you what.
But right.
That is the best thing that's happened in America in a long time.
Yes.
Like, fuck this. Yes. That's what should have happened at the Emmys or Oscars. Is that
the Oscars? Yes.
Bunch of motherfuckers grab Will Smith, drag him off into the corner of the stage, and stomp on him for a good 15 minutes while people are telling jokes in the front.
Exactly. I mean, when I first heard it, and I was like, well, I hope they fucking stomped the shit out that motherfucker. And me and my wife were like saying the same things. Like, yeah, I hope so. I said, really? I said, fuck that bullshit. I said, you can't just be on stage. That's your job. Like, I'm
Nah,
like,
nah.
people don't
You
grasp that bullshit. And
no,
you're being attacked. Like what? Oh hell no! These
no.
motherfuckers should be. And did you see the photo or the video of that motherfucker's arm?
It was the wrong way. Oh
It
my
was.
god.
That's what you get. That's what he
Oh my
gets. I
god.
said, you go, motherfucker. I hope more people see this shit and realize, look, we need to stop bum rushing the stage.
Like I said, it was the greatest thing to happen for America. Like, no, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. In America, you can't do that shit because a bunch of people are going to get in a circle and just stomp on you. Like these aren't even people that
Stomp
are
a mud
involved.
hole in your ass.
These aren't even people that are involved in anything. They just showed up to stomp on you. It's like the
Yeah.
bat
They said,
signal
what?
went out,
Oh.
and all of a sudden,
Eh,
the
time to
Justice
stop a
League just
motherfucker.
shows up. Oh, excuse
We're about
me,
to
I
stomp
gotta
her.
go. It's time
Yeah.
to stop a
I can
motherfucker.
freely stomp on somebody? I'm out
Oh,
of here.
okay, gotta go.
What's that message in the sky? Oh, that's a come beat a motherfucker. Okay, let's
Yeah,
go.
that's a mud hole in that ass.
Oh, legally too. Like, oh,
Well, and then you
I mean,
see the
like
the headline, the fucking what is it? The very next day, the district fucking attorney declines to press charges on this motherfucker. He's out.
felony. Yeah,
He's out of
felony
jail.
charge.
Doesn't happen here. What are you talking about? What are you talking?
Dude.
And even more
Mhm.
so. Normally, I probably wouldn't celebrate even a this person is unfortunately not probably has some problems. If you jump on stage, try to tackle Dave Chappelle, and you've got what a hand grenade and or a handgun and a knife on you or whatever, you're probably not. How did he get into the fucking Rose Bowl with a fucking gun?
Well, it's
Oh
play, of course,
wait! I will tell you how he did because he was wearing a mask.
because he was wearing a mask.
Just as long as he was vaxxed and boosted, you can bring your fucking biscuit into the Rose Bowl. Wait a second, sir.
No, he was
Are you
wearing a
vaxxed?
mask.
Yeah, here's my card. And boosted? Yes. And you have 4 masks? Yes. Is that a handgun? Oh, you're okay.
But I
He
don't
no,
know
yes,
how
it's
he got it
okay.
in.
He's boosted. It's okay.
No, it's all right. He's boosted. He's cool. He's cool. You got boosted, he can bring anything in.
Yeah,
That was a
whatever.
machete also. I think they were like toys or whatever, toy props. So I don't think
Oh, really?
they registered on the what you call it.
Motherfuckers get shot by the police for less than that.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I think they got somebody on right
They
now. That's a dope.
There's a kid on a playground with a Nerf gun that police right now are rolling up hot on, and they're gonna
Fuck.
fucking throw lead at him. But this
Yeah, that's
motherfucker,
it. Yeah,
come on
they're gonna
now.
let them dance all in. Come on in. Come on. No,
You
you'll be
you
fine. You'll
you
be
know
fine.
that in California, what they got Cain Velasquez buried in a jail.
Ooh, up
This
under that
motherfucker,
motherfucker.
this motherfucker. It doesn't
Hmm.
matter in California if it's not a real gun. You know that, right? It doesn't matter.
That's what
It
they
doesn't
say, but it
matter.
seems like it does matter. It seems like it does.
Oh, but
Too soon.
as long as he's boosted, it does it does matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Uh,
because if he gets into trouble, then we can just we'll put him directly in, and we know he's boosted.
he's
We'll
boosted.
be fine with him. We won't have to dust him and bust him when we're we'll be fine.
Boosted. He's boosted.
He's boosted. As long as he's boosted, we're good to go. We good to go.
But it,
Oh no,
so
shit. We just
Chris Rock shows up out of nowhere. Like where, like how were all these people like
I,
there? I don't know. Chris Rock shows up and goes, "Holy shit, is that Will Smith?" Oh my god! And then, dude, did you see that video on? Was it TikTok or Instagram? Jada is filming him, and he's at the blender, and he's like, don't film me, please don't film me." And she's like, "Tell everybody that such and such saved our relationship." And he's like, "Please don't film me, please. I just social media is like I gotta keep, He's like telling her like that's my brand, all this stuff. Please don't film me. Tell everybody that such and such really helped our relationship." And he's like, I can't. He's just like, "Please turn it off." And then she flips the camera around and she's like, "So and so really helped our relationship." And click. And that she put
Damn,
that
no.
up on her feed, and you're just like, "Oh my god, this poor man. This poor
I've been,
man."
yeah. I felt bad for him when he first even started dating her. Like, I was even surprised. I was like, what? I was like, that. I mean, it's more than a 180 from who she dated. I mean, we all know that, Tupac was the love of her life. I mean, shit. She's got the fucking kids, writing love letters to fucking Tupac and shit like that. Got them all shaved their head in honor of Tupac, even though they're trying to say it was because of their mother. But no, it was in honor of Tupac. It's just, I mean, like he can't outlive that ghost. And I honestly don't know why, but he wanted to. But again, I mean, it's just like where you look at some women and you're like, why are you with that motherfucker? What the fuck is wrong with you? It happens to men too. I mean, look at Will Smith. I mean, I'd have left her ass a long time ago.
Fuck, dude. Before I became an asshole, it probably would have happened to me as well because I had girls that just fucking ran my shit,
Yeah,
when I was like
yeah.
late high school, early college, and just like did whatever the
That's when it's
fuck. And
supposed
I
to
would be
happen.
like, and then something happened. This one young woman did something, I can't even remember what, and I just flipped. And I was like, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da. And then the next day she woke up early and baked cookies for me and showed up at my door and all this shit. And I was like, "Oh, I need to be an asshole." Got it. I learned that lesson right there. Gotcha. Understood. Lesson learned. This is some lessons I only need to be told one time, and that was one of
One time, goddamn it.
them.
That was it. Now I know. Now I know what I
Oh,
need to do.
I
Goddamn
got
it,
to
to
be
be
an
an asshole.
asshole. Not even just sometimes, not even just for no reason. Like
He said,
yeah.
just so that you
Sometimes
remember. I'm
you
an
just
asshole.
gotta come home and you're like, "What the fuck? What happened to you?" It's just there's some socks on the ground. They're just socks. What the fuck are those socks doing? Fucking hate that shit. That shit fucking pisses me.
God damn it.
Oh man, I had that extra cup of coffee loose. Somebody should have stopped me from pouring that extra cup of coffee because
Oh, stop. Don't do it. Don't do it.
oh my god,
As I
I
take
feel
a
like
sip
my
of
chest is gonna
the
fucking
second cup of,
explode. No, that was my
mm, oh,
third cup. I usually don't dabble into. I have 2 cups of coffee. That does me right. But then occasionally,
mm,
usually on the weekends, when I don't got nothing to do, but whatever I want to do,
you're over the top.
and then I have that extra cup of coffee because it's good. Because coffee's good, and then I have it,
Coffee's good.
and then it's 12:30 right now my time, and I'm like, oh no, no, fuck, because in 2 hours when I'm ass dragging and I want to take a nap, and my wife's gonna look at me like, "Remember you said you're gonna grill that chicken, do it Zuni style?" Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
Mother's Day. Chop, chop. Diddy
I
Mow.
do. Remember the arbor got knocked
Diddy
over
Mow.
in the tornado yesterday? Yeah, yeah, I got to go fix that too. Remember? And then you're just like, no. I think that I might need to sneak off to the store and get a little bit of liquor to kind of ride it out.
To hit that bite.
That
Yeah.
liquor will keep me right until about 5:30, and then 5:30 it's okay if I sit on the couch and pretend to play a video game and just fall asleep. That'll be okay because dinner will be on the
I
table.
like that. I like that one.
Dinner will be
I like
on the
that.
table,
I like that.
and I'm just like, I'm just gonna go. My eyes are hurting. I'm just gonna go. You know, because it's so hot. You know, like the sweat in my eyes.
Happy Mother's Day. I love you. Let me go sit
Good
down.
night, snore.
She'll walk in, son of a bitch.
Yeah, won't be the first time, unfortunately, for her.
No.
She's a good woman.
Hey,
and deserves
there
all
you
the
go.
handprint flowers and macaroni necklaces that life can throw at her. So,
yeah.
But I do have to.
I
do have to go to the store and at least make her like a Bloody Mary or something because she's
most definitely
hurting downstairs.
Most definitely, got to get the hair of the dog. God damn it, got to get the hair of the dog.
It's just so funny, like if you like, you have drinks once a week or once every other week or something. How quickly you have no tolerance. Like you drink a beer and you're like, hey,
it's gone with the quickness.
Let's go outside and scream at the tornado. Ah! Wow.
So you can lift the cow, but you won't lift me.
What happened to Joshua? He had a beer and a half.
And it was that 2% beer, too.
Oh, my God.
The whiskey gods are looking at him.
Do you know
don't
that?
Give him any whiskey.
You know that in fucking in Minnesota, you can only buy like 3% beer on Sundays. That's all you can buy.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. That's the old remnants of, no liquor on Sunday.
Fuck. You can't buy liquor on Sunday after what is it, 6, I think? Here
that might
South
be
Dakota.
Now.
In South Dakota.
Yeah, but there used to be, and I know up in Idaho and all that through up in there, it's like Sunday, there was no liquor to be bought.
Oregon, I don't know if it's changed, but when I was in college, same thing in Oregon. You couldn't buy shit, nothing. Like you'd wake up and get ready to watch some football games, make some chicken wings, and fucking let's do this. Go to the store, and they're like, no. And you're like, wait, it's
you
Sunday.
Must be new here.
And they're like, no. And you just felt like the biggest alcoholic in the world because you had to go back and put it all away. And everyone's looking at you like, that motherfucker needs alcohol so bad he's trying to buy it on a Sunday.
On a Sunday, yeah. Everybody's thinking that, not realizing like you're new here. You don't know that you can't get alcohol.
Well,
on a Sunday.
luckily, Portland is right next to Washington, so all you had to do was go over the bridge, which I didn't know over that bridge time either. All you had to do was just go into Vancouver. Go into Vancouver, and I don't think you could buy liquor, but at least you could buy beer.
Beer, yeah, a lot of times, yeah. So now you know to stock up over the weekend.
Didn't know that. Did not know. And
you only had to learn that once.
And forgot. Oh, no, I forgot all the fucking time the first year I lived there. I was like, oh, no, it's Sunday. Fuck.
That only happened once with my ass. I'd be like, oh, fuck this shit.
I would be like Cher, like, if I could turn back time, I'd buy another bottle.
Exactly. And you'd be looking across the street at my house, and I'd be like, hey, I ain't gonna forget that whiskey, goddammit. Wait,
party
what?
Over here, losers over there.
Exactly. I'd have walked out that store the first time I heard it and been right on Google. Google, where can I get some whiskey? Is there a close town? Where? Oh, all right. They'd call me up. Where you at? I'm in Vancouver. They're like, what? Yeah, yeah. I'll be right there.
The better play was always to invite friends who lived in Vancouver over to watch football, and you'd be like, "Hey,
Ah,
uh, bring a case of Bush Light, please."
hey, give me some of that Bush Light.
Which motherfuckers
Uh,
drink the fuck out of here. They drink Bush.
that natty life. Yeah.
No, there's no natty here. They drink Bush, and then
Oh, okay. So,
they drink a thing called Grain Belt. Grain Belt only comes
uh,
in 24-ounce cans that I've ever seen, at least.
oh,
It only
they're
comes in those
just trying
tall
to get
boys.
you drunk. Oh, damn.
It
Is it malt
this
liquor?
no, it tastes like you ever had you ever had Olympia?
Yeah.
It tastes like Olympia. So like
Ooh,
worse than PBR,
water.
worse
I was like,
than
water.
it's worse than water even. Like I think I'd
Yeah.
rather drink water. It's
Oof. You'd rather drink Olympia. Yeah.
I would every day and twice on Sundays. God damn it!
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna say. That's how that fucker would roll. Ain't no
Uh,
lie about that.
no, I mean I look at that stuff and I get a headache and my tongue turns inside out.
Oh, oh, hell,
But
hell,
I
hell.
was
There's probably some.
stopped at the store. Was it yesterday or something? Get get a 6 pack, and this well-to-do woman walks in. She comes out of this. People here, the luxury car is how pimped out is your F-150, and
Oh, I was
a
gonna say
nice
truck or truck.
dude. These trucks, they're $60,000, $70,000 brand new, and
Yes,
you know, so you got to have money. You drive one of those things around, you got to have money. She gets out,
money.
goes follows me into the beer cooler and picks up a 24 pack of Bush Light. And I'm just like, what in the holy fuck? Man,
Ah,
here I
he
am
said,
with my
"What? No.
fancy California IPA. And I'm just like,
Oh,
what?
and she's saying the
Uh,
same thing about
she,
you. What
she's just
the
like,
fuck?
what kind of fruity asshole is this? I know there's something wrong with him because it's above 50 degrees and he's not wearing shorts. Because everybody, as
Yeah,
soon as the snow
exactly.
melts, you're from South Dakota, you're wearing shorts.
Shorts, shorts. Give me shorts.
Oh, fuck that. Oh my
Oh
God. The
well,
funniest thing happened
or
the other
something.
day. I was outside. It was last Sunday, actually. You text me like I can't do the
Right,
podcast. So I'm like, well, fuck it.
right. Oh,
I'm gonna have a beer then. I go outside, drinking
there
a
you go.
beer, and I'm throwing the ball for the dog in the front yard. So we don't have a
Hold on.
fence in the front yard. It's just like bushes. And
Right.
then some kid is walking down the street and he's looking at me. I can see him before he crosses the street in front of my house. He's looking at me. He sees the dog's off the leash, but I'm throwing the ball for the dog. The dog's fine. Nothing wrong. This motherfucker must have thrown off some kind of stink. The dog, I throw the ball. The dog just turns and goes, and just chases him down the fucking street, and he's screaming like a girl. And I'm like, no, 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 don't run. She's really
Oh,
nice. She's really.
damn it.
He's
Damn it. You
screaming,
can't.
screaming. And my dog is like, oh, I'm gonna
That's why
kill
people can't
children.
have nice dogs.
I kill children. Oh
There you
my
go.
God. And so then I'm just
Oh,
waiting. Speaking of the cops showing up, how we started the podcast, and I'm just waiting. I'm just like, fuck. Animal control is going to be
yeah.
here. Why was your dog off the leash? What the fuck is your
Right.
problem? Da 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 da. No, we need to check the dog. Da da da. And I'm just like, fuck, 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 fuck. I'm just sitting on the couch, looking out the window, going, any
Nope.
second now. This
Nope.
kid was screaming, ah! And running, but not running fast because he was so terrified. He was kind of like Lot's wife, you know?
Damn.
He was just a pillar of fucking
Yeah.
salt. This motherfucker, frozen, and then he would
Uh,
stumble a few steps and
uh,
scream, and the dog would just rah, rah.
damn. Did the dog bite the kid?
No, no.
Uh,
No.
oh.
She, this
Well.
is her, she is, she wants to kill all children. She wants to
Oh.
murder children, squirrels, and rabbits. Like, if it was an
Oh.
adult,
Okay.
she would have been totally scared. But she's like, fuck this. I got this, Dad. Watch this shit. I'm going to kill this kid right here. And I'm like, in
Hold
my
my fire.
socks. It's the lawn. It's just rained. It's all wet. It's cold. You know, the wind is blowing. And I'm like,
Um.
Peachy, Peachy. You know, she has the sweetest name. Peachy,
Peachy.
Peachy, no,
Peachy.
Peachy. Rah! I'm going to kill this kid.
Oh, it tracks
Oh,
dogs after kids again.
oh my God. Oh my God. Oh,
Well,
it's
Popo
the
didn't
worst.
show up though.
No, they didn't because apparently wasn't a slow Sunday, but it's just I admit that I'm not really a dog person. I don't like, I see your dog and I want to pet it and play with it. Fuck that. Fuck your dog. Get your dog the fuck away from me. Don't let it come up to me if I'm taking a walk and sniff me. Do not. I will kick this fucking dog. I don't care that it's wagging its tail. I fucking hate dogs. And so it's not a normal thing, right? Most people
Peaches.
aren't like that. And so I hate it when dogs come up to me and now my dog is the dog that wants I will kill you. And
Karma's a
and
bitch.
uh so it's extra embarrassing and mortifying for me. And the
Yeah.
other thing is that when friends come over, the dog is so happy to see them that it jumps up on them. And she's not a
Yep.
small dog, She's not huge,
No.
but she's not
Oh
small.
no.
And she'll put her
No. And
dirty
they could.
ass paw prints on my neighbor's white
Yeah.
blouse. And you're just
Oh,
like,
why you come to my house?
oh.
Hey, you know I got kids. First of all, you know I got fucking kids. So you can't come over with nothing like that. And then,
You can,
goddamn it, now I
yeah,
got
no,
dogs.
no,
No,
no, no, no,
that's
no,
on
no,
you.
no. No, 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 no.
That's on you. Goddamn it, you can't come over in
Your
white stuff.
dog and kids should not be jumping up on fucking neighbors. They
Hey,
just shouldn't be.
hey, I'm not saying
Hey,
that your kid even jumps
you
up,
wanted to borrow a cup of sugar and now your
bruh.
pants are all messed up. No.
You
No,
know for a fact it's not that the kids jump on you; is they just pass by you, and all of a sudden you're like, "How the fuck do I have a mustard stain on me and nobody even touched me?" No, no, I'm talking
uh,
like that. I'm not saying kids jump on you, but kids walk by you, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Hey, how you doing?" And they walk past you, and you're like I said, why is there a handprint of spaghetti sauce?
the
What
the
the
wor-
hell? Like,
the worst thing is not. I
that's
admit
what
that
I'm
like
talking about.
they're wearing a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on their face. That's not even the worst
Every
thing.
day.
Is that they'll just knock right into you and keep going,
Yes,
and you're like,
yes.
"Holy shit! Did I just get run over by a reindeer?" No, it's just my 7-year-old.
Yeah, that's just walking right past you. Right.
I
Exactly.
mean, I can't
And
tell
then,
you the number of times that I've gotten knocked into. I had knee surgery
yeah.
about a year. Holy shit! Today's the anniversary of me almost dying. Remember, I almost died last year.
Hey,
That was on Mother's Day.
yes.
I'm still
Happy
alive.
Mother's Day. All right.
She's like, do not go to the hospital today. First thing she
All
says to
right.
me this
All
morning.
right. Yeah. I'll
I'll
bleed out right
try.
here.
I'll try.
Yeah. I'll
No
try, but
guarantees. No guarantees.
yeah.
Everything is borrowed time after that. Uh, uh,
Eh,
but I had my knee done
we-
last year, and so
right.
let's face it, it feels great, whatever. But when you're our age and you have a surgery like that, it takes years for shit to get right. Like whenever the
Yes.
barometer changes, like
Yeah.
today, we had a fucking tornado last night.
Yeah.
My knee, even though I'm in magnificent shape, my knee is still stiff. It's
Hurts.
sore. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I can't tell you the number of times these kids have jumped on that knee, not the other knee.
Yeah.
No, no, that knee. Nothing wrong with that. They knock into me. They hyperextend it. They jump on it. It's like they've done to me what fucking Florida State did to Frank Gore in the Orange Bowl. They put that knee the wrong way around. Like, I was like, what's the half man, half goat person? That's how my knee looked when they jumped on it. Oh,
All you needed was a pan flute.
all I needed. All I needed. Uh, who was the
Dude,
dude? Who was the
fuck
dude
yeah.
who is of Lord of the Pan Flute? Was it Zephyr?
Yeah. I mean, you get, but that's what you're saying with the kids. They do that to you. They run you over and do that. And then all of a sudden, when they get older, then they start doing other shit that we forget we did to our parents. Like earlier today, I'm like, hey, yeah, here, could you go make me some coffee, right? And then I realized that something I needed was down there. So I go down there. You know what my child did? All she did was open the top, shut it so the light could come on, and press the button. And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, next time empty out the old grinds and put some new ones in.
Zamfir.
And
It
like
wasn't.
and walk away, it's like, okay. And I'm like, wait, are you mad because I didn't want shitty? You know how like I'm just looking at him like, how the fuck is that okay? Like I'm not even yelling at you. I'm not even going crazy. I'm just like, hey. I get it. You didn't want to make, yeah, we all did that to our parents. Fuck you. I ain't going to mow the lawn right. I ain't going to do this. I might, drip my ball sack and have him call me when I, fuck it.
It's gonna be that kind of
But,
party.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I get those kind of things. You go, yeah, but when you get called on it, how the fuck is it that it's my fault? Like, why you get, that's what I'm saying. All this shit's going to change. It's going to be hilarious because you're going to be standing there going, what the fuck is going like, I told, like, it's Mother's Day and all that. My famous thing is like, I'll turn to my wife. I'm like, you've never walked into this house and everybody hates you. I said, I will guarantee you that has never happened to you. I don't hate you. No. You know what I mean. Walk in and everybody was mad at you. Like fuck going to sleep. I don't want to eat nothing in this house. I mean,
I need a food tester. I need Putin's food tester to get his ass over here right now.
exactly. I mean, I don't want to leave the house because the car might be rigged with the bomb when I started. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm not eating. I'm not eating tonight, and I'm sleeping with 3 eyes open. Yeah, I don't sleep with a blanket. I have a blanket of bulletproof vest. Oh, shit. Yeah. You'll love it. It'll change. And don't be one of the motherfuckers that'll be like, oh, I miss, when they were this young, and I miss when they, fuck that. I don't miss any of that shit. Are you kidding? What? I don't have to do this? Oh, yeah. Now they get them to driving, and now they can take their asses somewhere. I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah, remember when you had to go sit and meet new parents?
Oh, yeah. I'm doing that right now. Oh, my fucking kid yesterday. So we're at our business, and it's just me and the kids. My wife isn't there because it's graduation yesterday. The university had graduation, so my wife's got to be there. So I tell my youngest, I say, hey, don't go outside. Because I had the door open
Oh,
because it was warm and there's a nice breeze. The first time I
yeah.
get
Don't go
all that
outside.
old ass winter air out of the
Come
place.
on, clear.
And I was
Mm-hmm.
just like,
Yeah.
hey, don't go outside. And he says to me, I see my friend so and so. And I'm like, yep. Because across the street, there's this plaza where people have, there's a farmer's market and all this shit's going on over there.
Right.
And he says, hey, I see my friend so and so over there. And I was like, listen to me. Don't you go
Yep.
outside. What did I just say? Don't go outside. Okay. So now
Yep.
I'm doing my
Let's
thing.
go
I'm
get you the snatch up
focusing
monster.
on my clientele, all that shit. And then I come out maybe like 45 minutes later, ask my oldest, hey, where's your brother? He says to me, oh, he's upstairs in the office. And I was like, no, he's not. Where is he? And then he looks at me and he goes, I don't know. And I was like, where the fuck is your brother?
Yeah.
And he looks at me and stands up and he goes, oh, he's across the street. And I said, what? He's across the street? There's a fucking farmer's market going on there. My 4-year-old is across the street. He crossed the street by himself to go across
Right.
the street where all these motherfuckers are. And I
To a
was like,
street. Yeah, I was gonna say to
what?
pedophiles
And
cannot
so
believe the luck they ran into.
and so I walk across the street and I see so and so's mom, who's a friend of mine, and she goes, "Are you looking for your youngest?" And I said, "Yeah."
Right.
And she's like, "Don't worry, we've been watching him." And I was like, "Oh, you just think I am the worst parent in the whole world." Oh no, we've been watching him. We ordered him a sandwich, and I was like, "Okay, I'm going back across the street now. Bring him over when you're done, and thank you."
Right. Yeah. Thank you. I don't have to whoop this motherfucker's ass right here. Go off on him. Thank you. How much is this? It is the money for the sando? I'm out of here.
Yeah. And then once he comes back, they bring him back, and I go, "Hey, remember that thing I told you? Um, what thing? The thing about don't leave, and secondly, don't go across the street." But and then he's like, "But mom said it was okay," and I was like, "Mom wasn't even here." So unless you have a psychic lifeline to this woman, and so I ask her, I'm
Who
like, "Hey, did you
would have told?
say?" And she was like, "No, he said that you said it was okay." Because she got all up in his ass.
Oh,
And then he said, "No, mom, dad said it
good.
was okay." And then he says to me, "No, dad, mom says it was okay." And I know he's lying because she wasn't even there. She came after the fact. She showed up after
Right.
this had
But
already happened. And
right.
so
But you're just
she
looking at a
believed him.
4-year-old going, yeah.
She believed him.
Yeah. Wait. Wait. Wait.
And
Wait.
then,
Believe that it was okay that you would say yes. Walk across
because
the street by yourself.
she walked in and she kind of took over for what I was doing. And then I asked
Right.
her, I was like, "Is Dashel out? He's he in the front room?" And she was like, "No, you said it was okay for him to be at the farmer's market." And I looked at her and I was
Uh.
like, "Does that sound like something that I would say?" And she was like, "No, I thought it
Yeah.
sounded weird, but he's over there with, so and so's mom." And I was like, "Yeah, all right, let me go over and."
That shit. Hey, wait a minute. That's not saying. Wait a minute. Wait.
I'm sorry.
I don't
I
know. I
I I know how he crosses the street. He crosses the street by
right.
sprinting across it. Does he
Thank
look? No.
you.
He's sprinting from 2 steps down on the sidewalk to all the way across the street, and then he'll stop 3/4 of the way and look
And
the
look,
way that he just came to see if there's a car.
yes,
So I'm going to look the opposite way the traffic is coming. All
yeah,
clear, Dad.
yeah,
Keep going.
yeah. What 4-year-old can just maneuver through traffic like that? Like just like wait, what?
Here's the thing, and this is what makes it so awful, is that his brother came of age in a city, and I taught him
Right.
how to cross a street in the city by himself when he was like
Right.
2.5 or 3 years old. You know, I would
Mm-hmm.
go to the stop sign and I would say, wait here, I'm crossing the street. And then I'd say, okay, what do you think? Should you cross the street? And he would look one way, he'd look the other way,
Yep.
and then
The
he'd
other way.
cross the street. And then you'd have these assholes that
So you
would be
got to
like,
get him.
they come into the stop sign and they just wait and look and go, 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 go. And I was like, no, he's waiting for you. I'm teaching him how to cross the street, because you're not going to say, go, go, go when he's 8 years old. You're just going to
Yeah. No,
coast through
you're gonna go.
talking on your cell phone and run him over. No, he sees that
Yeah.
there's a car there at the stop sign. Please go. And you'd have to explain this to people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my
Yep.
3-year-old is way over there. Can you just go so that we don't have to spend all
And
fucking day teaching him how to cross the street?
right.
Because you're a moron. You're not
Exactly.
doing me any favors. No, no, no. Don't. This isn't like I showed up at the supermarket. You've got 3 baskets full of canned goods, and all I'm buying is a loaf
Right.
of bread. And you say, go ahead.
And I'm gonna
That's
let you go.
that's a nice thing. Don't, when I'm
Yeah.
trying to, you
But
see, obviously I'm trying to teach him how to cross the street, right?
that's what I'm saying.
Obviously. I
You see,
didn't
I'm
just,
teaching. Yeah.
I didn't just cross the street on my own and forget that I had a child with me and
Yeah.
left him
No,
behind and then went,
no.
oh, whoops. No, 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 no.
Exactly. Exactly. And the funny thing about that all is you're still gonna be doing that for the rest of your life with them motherfuckers. With your kids going, hey, did you look both ways? Fuck wrong with you?
Did
I
you
had to do
brush your
that the other
teeth?
day when I was bringing.
Did you flush the fucking
man,
toilet? Did you wash your hands?
Bro, we're walking out and we're in the like UPS. We come out to walk to get to the vehicle, right? But when you come out, you just kind of turn where the driveway is.
Yeah.
My oldest just steps out, walks out, and I had to grab her. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and she's like, what? I'm like, you didn't even look before you stepped out. And there was no cars coming. I'm like, just looking at her like, what? Don't you look both ways? I'm like, look, I'm a shining example of I busted my spare ass, okay? I mean, come on. Like, I'm like, come on. Don't y'all want to even be the slightest? I mean, fuck. Even we're going on, like, talking about, like, them not looking. I still get pissed at motherfuckers with their phones because you're just sitting there watching them walk down the street. And I get mad nowadays because they don't run into shit like they used to.
They
That
fall
shit
in
used to
the
be
fountain
fun.
in the mall.
The mall, the fucking lamppost, and they drop their phone. That shit used to be hilarious. All right, hey, watch this. Now fucking human beings have evolved so much and so fast that I'm like, hey, watch this. And they're like, son of a bitch, he didn't fall.
Well,
The only true thing about falling out and about now is a crippled person in the snow. They're going to fall. That one you can bet your life on. You can, wind your clock to that every day. Now, motherfucker, with his phone, walks around dog shit now.
slipping and falling on ice is a funny thing here, but after you've done it yourself a bunch of times, you stop laughing and you're just like, oh, that probably really hurt.
Yeah.
But hey, we're an hour and a half in. I got shit that I got to do today.
Oh, shit.
Like,
you and me both.
Go to the store, fix an arbor, winterize or not winterize. What do you what do you do when you bring something out first thing for the spring and got to fix it because it's got old gas and oil in it? Whatever that's called, I got to do that to my
You got to
lawnmower.
do that. Tune up.
I got to
You got to
plant
tune it
some
up.
lettuce and some spinach and maybe some beets and fuck. Woo!
All that
I
shit.
had too much
Well, I'm going to go
coffee
check
today.
and see if I got any mail plants. That's all I'm going to do is check to see if I got the mail plants. Take my wife out for a good Mother's Day dinner with the kids.
All right.
And that's about it.
All right. Well, hey, I want to tell you something off air, though, so don't hang up. Okay, I want to tell you
Okay,
something off
bye.
air. Well, anyway, Lou, this has been episode. What the fuck episode?
I want to say 35 or it could be 34.
35.
134,
135. This has been episode 135.
All right.
Um, early in the
135
morning
on the
for
Jizai.
old Lou because it's Happy Mother's Day to all you
Yeah.
mothers out there. And go do
All
something
you
nice for
mothers.
your mom. Make sure to FaceTime your mom today or
Do something.
FaceTime grandma, all that. You got a sister that's a mom, call her up, shoot her a text message, just emojis of babies and whatnot.
Text
Hearts.
message. Shoot a text message. Right. All right.
Well, Lou, you know what they say.
They say suck a dick, kiss an ass, motherfucker. Silent. You know, I'm like, yeah, I know what they say, goddamn it, shit.
And I promise not to have as much coffee next time. All right. See y'all. Love you. Bye.